Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Sunday, September 24th. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday today. Thank you for tuning in. Lance Brock here. And on this Sunday, first of all, I just want to say there is a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, the 500th episode. Actually, last night, talking all about AEW Saturday Collision, which was here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And on this Sunday morning episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, one thing that I wanted to talk about today was something that I saw in the news yesterday, and that was things that are on Twitter or X, whatever they're called today. These accounts that are called botch accounts, and I don't really know a whole lot about these, unless I'm guessing if there's something similar to that terrible show on YouTube called Botchamania, where they make fun of something as great as pro wrestling. And I'm not too familiar with these pages, but I remember a while ago I heard people talking about this YouTube channel called Botchamania, supposed to have been making these funny videos that were really great. And at the time I wasn't really too sure about what it was. I thought it might have been making fun of the business, but I wasn't sure. But before I actually said anything or talked about it, I wanted to actually see what it was like for myself, so I would know what it was and what it was like before I said anything. So I just watched a little bit, maybe a few episodes, just to kind of get a feel of it, see what it was like. And I hated it. It was just so disrespectful to the wrestling business. Some guy named Matthew or Matt, for some reason he puts F's in there. I have no idea why. And very disrespectful to the wrestling business. Makes fun of pro wrestlers making mistakes during matches. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'd like to see him get in a ring and try that. He wouldn't be able to without making mistakes. That's why I don't make fun of anything like that on the podcast. I try not to be negative about the business. I don't think it's funny to be an idiot like this Matthew, whoever he is, don't even know how to spell his own name right. That's a botch there. See how he likes it. But I don't make fun of anything like that because I know I couldn't do it. And I watch pro wrestling because I love it. I enjoy it. I wouldn't say everything about it is always great, but I still watch it. And it's very disrespectful to go online and make fun of the men and the women that are out there in that ring putting their bodies, their careers, and their lives on the line for our entertainment. just because you think it's funny and you can go on YouTube and get people to watch your stupid videos because you're making fun of them, making videos with stupid little music and other sound effects. And luckily that, or whatever this Botchamania guy's name is, Matthew, whatever, luckily I know he's not listening to this podcast now, or else he'll probably make fun of me too. But luckily he has no idea who I am though. But Botchamania, definitely terrible. That is why I definitely don't watch it anymore. Like I said, the only reason I even did in the first place was just to see what it was like before I said anything about it. And back to what I was originally going to talk about was these botch accounts on Twitter or X, whatever they're called. A lot of people are getting mad at AEW and Tony Khan for having them deleted and removed from Twitter. I just want to say I definitely agree with Tony Khan and AEW. Like I said about Botchamania, I think those accounts that just think it's cool or funny to go on social media and make fun of wrestling is just terrible. Those accounts need to be removed. A lot of the wrestling fans, or smarks as they call themselves, if they still do, all they are is bullies that go on and make fun of the pro wrestlers, the men and the women that are there to entertain all of us fans. And it should not be on social media at all. Those accounts should be removed. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app you listen to on. I definitely think it's very disrespectful. And what if during one of those mistakes or botches, they call them, one of those pro wrestlers get seriously hurt? That could happen. It's not a good part of the business, but unfortunately, injuries are a part of the pro wrestling business. And I don't think watching an accident or a mistake during a match where someone could get seriously hurt and laughing about it and posting stupid videos on the internet, that's not cool. I don't know why anybody would think that's cool or funny. And like I said, if that Matthew, whatever his name is, probably knew about this podcast, he'd probably make fun of me, but luckily he doesn't. Nobody does. But that's all for this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Or, see, he got me flustered. Yeah, he would probably put that on the videos as a botch too. Good morning, wrestling fans. I meant to say thank you everyone for tuning in. Not sure if I'm going to have an episode up tonight. We'll probably won't be back until tomorrow for the Monday Night Raw recap on 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or you can leave your feedback on last night's AEW Saturday Collision. And right now you can start getting your predictions in for the AEW Wrestle Dream pay-per-view 1 week from tonight. And like I said, I'll talk to everyone tomorrow morning. Hope you all keep enjoying your Sunday. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.